Hi, Taurus. My name is Audrey Alison. Thank you for joining me for your March 2016 forecast for the month. I'm so happy to be here. It's a gorgeous Southern California day. There's a lot of activity in the neighborhood, though, so I will try to avoid sound conflicts, but we'll see what happens. I want to thank you, though, for choosing me to read for you, as well as for subscribing to this channel and for your support on my Facebook page, Audrey Alison Astrology and Tarot. It has been a very productive month. I appreciate your support and your donations. I'm very humbled at receiving donations without giving readings. It's so generous, so I really appreciate you, and I wanted to take the time to say that. Let's start the forecast. We have a Mercury transit on the 5th of March. Mercury is exiting Aquarius and moving into Pisces. And this month has a lot of energy regarding your 11th house of friendships, goals, clubs, organizations that you're affiliated with, and what you're joining, who you're communicating with, and there's a fresh start here. Some of you are getting out of clubs and joining new clubs, or getting out of friendships and finding a new batch of connections that really serve your highest purpose. So with Mercury, information, analysis, details, communication, in the 11th house, you're very social in March. On the same day, on the 5th, Mars, the planet of aggression, feist, energy, stamina, passion, sex, physicality, moves into Sagittarius, where Saturn is stationed and will be there. Saturn will be there through the winter solstice of 2017. This is in your 8th house. Really a strong physical placement, a lot of exertion, a lot of energy for shared resources and investments, which is also the 8th house of other people's money. The 8th house of rebirth, regeneration. It's a very deep house, the 8th house. Mystical. It could have to do with the occult. It could have to do with death and rebirth and regeneration. Mars is a catalyst planet, so you might feel overly sexual at that time, Taurus. But with Saturn in this 8th house, here's a little bit of the irony. Saturn is limitation and restriction, and he's in this sector probably having you pull back from some of your physicality or sexuality, or even investments or money opportunities. He's restricting you and tweaking this area, and he goes through a retrograde on the 25th of March through the 13th of August, between the 16-degree mark of Sagittarius through the 9-degree mark. So that 7-degree area is your Saturn review. Look on your natal chart. Where do you hold Sagittarius in between 9 and 16 degrees? Make sure you check your ascendant sign. Watch your ascendant forecast for these as well, these transits. It's more accurate for transits and aspects, but watch the tarot for your sun sign too. So you have Saturn restricting the 8th house and Mars saying full speed ahead in the 8th house. So you might be like, wait, which way do I go? It'll be interesting to see where this definition applies to you, because the 8th house is very vast. It could be your physicality, your sex. It could also be your shared resources or your intimacy, your intimate connections. On the 8th of March, we have our new moon total solar eclipse. It's eclipse season time. This eclipse is at 18 degrees of Pisces, where Mercury had entered. So you have the sun and the moon in this sector, which is what makes the eclipse, and Mercury, Neptune, the ruler of Pisces, who's definitely been comfortably stationed in his ruling, the ruling planet has been stationed in its sign very well, and very dreamily, very nebulous energy with Neptune. And Chiron, the wounded healer, the asteroid, is there. So there's a lot of energy in your 11th house of friendships and goals. And some of you Taurians are realigning the goal of your work. And I feel like in the tarot that's going to come up. But Venus wants to join this eclipse party in Pisces, and on the 12th of March, she enters Pisces as well. So a lot of personal planet action in Pisces and distant planet energies. But Venus is smoothing over this sector. Venus is love, harmony, and balance. And she's also money and finance because she rules Taurus. She rules you, which is the security of the financial arena. And then she rules Libra, which is where the love and the Aphrodite energy comes in. So this could really do wonders for investments or getting the right friendships or people to back you in situations, or clubs, and where you're headed and who you want to connect with. Venus could be bringing a lot of female friends into the foreground for you, the forefront for you. Being the planet that rules the feminine, you could see a lot of female friendships come through, or clubs that are solely regarding women at this time. On the 20th, the sun enters Aries. It's the first day of spring. Happy vernal equinox in the northern hemisphere. Happy autumnal equinox in the southern hemisphere. And it's New Year's Day. For a Western astrologer, this is the first day of our year, of our astrological year. Everything starts in Aries. So the head is governed by Aries. Aries starts the astrological wheel. And March 20th is the first day of the astrological calendar. So when the sun enters there, this is your 12th house. And never mind this placement, because having rest is very important for you Taurians. The sun in your 12th house is a very relaxing, restful, peaceful energy. And a day later, on the 21st, Mercury joins the sun in this 12th house sector. So pay attention to your dreams, because communication through the 12th house is the subconscious mind. It's the psychic ability, it's your intuition, it's your REM sleep, your dream world. Beautiful new beginnings are about to take place for you, especially in April, which is your solar month. But be aware of your messages, because you have a lot of subconscious awakening energy in the 12th house. On the 23rd, we have our full moon lunar eclipse at 3 degrees of Libra. And this is in the 6th house of health for you. So we love this. It's seeing something in the health, put an ending to any ailments you've had, or putting a closure or an awareness on where you need to focus your new health routine, your health regimen, or your daily work, the 6th house of work, and the structure of the hours within your day. The full moon wants to see this chapter end and start fresh with something else. And this full moon is eclipsed energy, so it could last several months, 6 months. Having a hold or an awareness in the health sector, and seeing you implement that in terms of new diet, and maybe, some of your pets might be eclipsed out at this time. And I hate to say this, because I love animals almost more than I love people. I love animals and nature and all things living. But full moon eclipse in the 6th house is the house of pets. You could see older animals be released at this time, and my heart goes out to you if you're dealing with that. Jupiter and Pluto are trining this whole month in the Earth sign. Jupiter's in Virgo, Pluto's in Capricorn. They'll be trined 120 degrees away from each other through the end of July. So this very harmonious energy between the 5th house of creative endeavors and children, and the 9th house of global aspirations, foreign travel, certification, higher studies, philosophy, religion, metaphysical activities. I mean, there's so many ways this could be applied. You could be starting your own metaphysical shop, your own entrepreneurial creative endeavor. Your children could be really luckily going to schools outside of the country, or studying some foreign cultures. So many different ways it could apply to all of the Tauruses out there. But let's get to the tarot. I've been shuffling the whole reading. I want to tell you a few things that I have coming up as well. And first, if you'd like to book with me, I'm at audreyalison.com, and this is what I do for a living. I read all through the week, so I love reading for you. If you'd like to book with me, You would select your desired reading length via the PayPal button at the bottom of my appointment request page, and I will email you back my earliest available appointment options. My readings range from 10 minutes to 90 minutes, and different rates apply for the time you select. Secondly, tomorrow on February 25th, I'll have these uploaded by then. I am returning as a special guest on Goddess Alive Radio, where I'll be taking callers live for an hour for free tarot tasters online. So, on air live, if you get into the queue early enough, you can get a reading with me. And that information, the call-in number, is on my Facebook page, Audrey Alison Astrology and Tarot, as well as motherhouseofthegoddess.com, who is hosting the show. Now, thirdly, I am a new instructor at Mother House of the Goddess. It's called mysteryschoolofthegoddess.net, and I will be teaching a course on the tarot called The Magic of the Tarot with Audrey Alison. So I'll have more information about that because I'm actually writing the course now. But in March, I'll have more info. I'm very excited. If you haven't read with me, this can give you an opportunity to connect with me without booking a reading, but you can take a course. Okay, so Taurus, here are your cards for March 2016. The Eight of Cups. Some of you are in prayer. This is a spiritual card, but it could be a card of sorrow, asking for assistance, feeling the need for emotional assistance right now. Let me get some more of the cards before I do the summation. The Page of Cups, this came through on another reading. It could be the spirit of a child. It could be fertility. It could be a message coming through. Spirit. The pages are the messengers or the children. So let's see what else comes up here. I know your fifth house, Jupiter, is sitting in there. So maybe some of you Taurians are expanding with Jupiter in your, with a bun in the oven. The Ten of Cups. This is a joyous card for relationship and communications. You have a lot of cup cards. Okay, the Eight of Cups, the Page of Cups, and the Ten of Cups. You have a few outcome cards. Here we go. Here you are. You showed up. The Knight of Pentacles, the Taurian energy, the protector of your health and wealth, sixth house, where you hold the full moon lunar eclipse in the sixth. Protector of your health and wealth, and watch your pets around the time of the eclipse. I wouldn't let them out if they're indoor-outdoor animals. There's too many reckless drivers and things like that. I'd like to see that you keep them indoors around the time of the eclipse, if possible, or just very watched. A lot of accidents do happen around the time of the eclipse. The transition, the death card, the eighth house in astrology. It's a time for change. There's a release of something. It could be the pet. It could also be an ailment that has been impeding you, which can be released. You can get some relief in the sixth house of health and work. The next card. Wow. Okay, so some of you Taurians are dealing with someone that has passed. When I get the transition card with the Tower card, there is a release in body and spirit. And some of you, with Mars going into the eighth house, you could become aware of some loss that has occurred from someone in your life. I certainly don't wish that on anyone, but again, these readings are very general and they could apply to you all in very different ways. So I think these cards are giving me a taste of different facets of your month. And I feel like if some of you are praying for someone to get better, or if you feel like something is missing or lacking in your life emotionally, trust that this will be fulfilled and protected. You have to be the protector of your health as well. You have to make really positive decisions regarding the sixth house of diet. And I don't know why I want to say this to you, because I'm not a professional at diet by any means. I would never claim to be. But I do want to say, I just had this vision of you, Taurians, drinking a green blended drink. So I'm thinking that incorporating vegetables, fruits, healthy, organic, non-antibiotic, no pesticides, really healthy roots, vegetables, and needing to change the diet and your health by what it is you're just ingesting. The diet is a game changer. You could work out until you're blue in the face. The diet is 80% of what you're doing, so you have to make changes there as well. And if the tower finds you being picked up and tossed in a new direction, the eclipse energy, know that no pain can last forever. These are experiences, they're transits. The tower and the transition card could be in, you could be in for a heavy emotional loss, and I'm sorry for that. I really don't like being a doomsday predictor. I do love the energies of these cards here, but I feel like some shock might come with these eclipses, and some of this really might apply to you losing an animal if you have them. So please take care and be the protector of your health and your wealth. That's the focus of the reading. And happiness is available to you, especially in your relationship. 10 of Cups, great marriage card, great for communication. You're being understood. You have a partner to support you. If you don't, this is amazing for something coming in. It's a very positive card for connection. Thank you so much, Taurus. I appreciate you watching this, and I'm wishing you a beautiful March. Remember, the sky is limitless, so reach for the stars.